Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today. Got a different video instead of our chart review. Gonna be going over our ABC pattern that was popularized by Quant Trade Edge. Shout out to that channel. Go ahead and check it out. But I want to go over how I've kind of refined it for my particular trading style, the time frames I use, the indicators I use, and going over some examples that happen quite often throughout the day to make 2 to 3 times our risk. Going to be trading this for the next few weeks to months just to dial it in. But I feel like I've gotten a pretty good grasp of where I'd like it. So I thought I'd, share it with you guys. Going into the indicators here, we'll get that out of the way. I'm using a Kentler channel. This is optional. And the settings are offset multiplier by 2. The period is 20. And then I'm using the Gann legs QTE, which you can download from my website totally for free. And I'm just showing the legs, not the arrows. For the stochastic, I'm using a 9.3, and I only use the D period, and I get rid of the K, and it's transparent, and I use a 9.3. Then just a news indicator and some other visual aid stuff that's not necessarily needed. And the most important thing is I'm trading the NQ, not the ES, and on a 1,000 tick chart, this does work on a 1 minute. I've just figured out that 1,000 ticks kind of like the price action a little bit better, and I find more reliable setups, in my opinion. That being said, let's go into some examples here, and I'll show you guys. So throughout the day here, as we're just counting, and we're watching basically for divergences to happen, and it's important that you're looking for price to go above the 80 and then get rejected below the 80. So for example here, you had a higher high, higher low, nice divergence, and you had an ABC pattern. And this particular one, led to, I think, only one R. And this one led to one R, so that's totally cool. One times your risk, that's totally fine. And so this is kind of just how as the day progresses, as the day goes on, I'm just looking for high quality setups. And for example, an inside bar, not the best signal bar. Maybe you take that trade, maybe you don't. And as the trend continues up, again, here's another one. We have a divergence right here. The oscillator is making a lower high. Price has made a double top, and we have an A, B, C. Great signal bar. This is what I want to see here. And this one's going to be 2 times your risk here. And let's see if we get 3R here. And we do get 3R. So there's a perfect setup. Just what I like to see here. And as you can see, I'm incorporating, basically trying to find the loss of momentum into using a double top, higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low, and basically looking for ABC corrections. And as you can see here, after the ABC correction has got it, we got 3 times our risk. So you just move on, look for the next one. And you got to be cautious of the trend. So like here's an ABC, doji bar closing on its low, but you can see multiple green bars closing on its high, and we don't have a correct move with the oscillator. So that's then when we know we're just going to continue and wait for a better setup. And we'll just reset the count. So then you have an A, first leg comes up, A, B, C. No valid setup here. And you do then eventually get a nice move up, but unfortunately no indication of a change of direction from the oscillator. So that's totally fine. And then you get a nice A, B, C correction. And as we're watching the oscillator, we have no divergence. So you're basically incorporating divergences with the ABCs and looking for good signal bars. So as we come down here, nice spike down, reset the count with the nice big bullish outside bar, ABC, right at the Kentler channel, a lower low, and as you can see here on the stochastics, a lower high. So here we go. 2 times our risk, back up to the Kentler channel, and the Kentler channel helps with understanding that most of the time price is going to be within the bands, 90%. Most of the time they're within the bands, and that's how you can also help find targets at previous resistance and or at the top of the bands there. And as you can see, I've just kind of been using this as a way to help. Here's another one, ABC. Here's a very clear ABC. You don't even need the stochastics for that one. Leads to a huge move up on today, but you can see as a trading range is forming and you're looking for a nice 2-legged pullback. ABC, beautiful signal bar, just like we would like to see as for trading. And as this moves up here, we just reset the count, A, B, C, Not what we're looking for with a huge bullish trend up. We're not looking to go short here. Breaks the previous day's high. And then look at the oscillator as we're making moves to the upside. What's happening in the oscillator? We're getting down, and this is what we want to see here. We have above the 80, but rejection. So here's a rejection right here. Here's a rejection right here. And that's when we can now incorporate using our ABC pattern or just discretionary trading with a divergence from accounting from our most recent low, ABC. Very small risk here, 2 times the risk. This thing just sells right off. So depending on how you trail it, then you can do it that way. Nice kind of almost head and shoulders pattern here, double top, and just sells off here. Once again, here's another example. Double bottom, oscillators making a higher low. Move down, A, B, C, very small risk, worth taking, 2 times our risk. So you just see this throughout the day as it just keeps going and going. And again, I really like using the 1000 tick chart on this for this particular system. And a lot of the times, if you think that it's too choppy or you don't see a very clear one, like this is like a B, C, but a lot of overlapping bars here, you could always drop a limit order and put your stop a little bit farther away, give it some room, or you just wait for a really, really clear setup like this. Here's the high, ABC, very clear setup, and this is really what you should be looking for anyways. Oscillator, price made a lower low, oscillator made a higher low, ABC, perfect setup. You wait for just 1 or 2 of these a day and then you're done. Now here's the problem. It's patience, right? So it's a mental game, and you would have had to wait multiple hours throughout the day. But again, that's just what you got to do. And here we go again. Nice move up. A, B, C, correction right above, price holding above the midline of the Kentler channel. 2 times your risk. And I just going for default 2 times. You can go for 4, 6, or 6, 7, 8, just depending on what you want to do with it, and depending on how well you think that the price can move back here. Here's another one. Moves down. A, B, C, right at the midline. And this one almost hit 2R, and then you could trail it, take it off, depending on how you want to use your own particular risk management system. And as you can see here, the oscillator is making higher lows. It's contracting a little bit, and we're at the bottom of this basically trading range. So nice high probability setup. So hopefully this guy clears it up for you guys a little bit. Play around with it. Go ahead and do your own experimentation with it. I just like showing you guys different ways to make profitable system. Again, I'm going to be trading this for the next few weeks to months, making sure I dial it in. I'm really enjoying it. I really like this type of style of trading. And as I will also be trading my PAT system and my chart review as I do as well. But I've kind of noticed throughout the volatility of the PAT system, I really enjoy getting more than 1R, and I find a little more of me working towards the NQ because it's more volatile. It leads to more risk, but it also leads to more reward, and I kind of like the faster pace as ES is drying up basically, as there's like almost no volume there, it seems like. And I've been sitting there for 4 to 5 hours and there's no trades while there's multiple trades. So I'm trying to find a system that, has a good win rate, good, risk to reward ratio, and going through that. So thought I'd update you guys. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, shoot me a question in the comment section below. And as always, you can always just download the Ganalegs QTE indicator totally for free from my website. Just check out the description below to get that. Import it to NinjaTrader, and then the stochastics and the Kentler channel are already default for NinjaTrader. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you guys next time.